everyone, and welcome to the Wordingly Mastermind Launch Party. We're having a party today. My name is Karen Glasser, and I'm here today with the mastermind behind the Wordingly Mastermind group. And I want to welcome Jacqueline Kyle. How are you this afternoon, Jacqueline?
Hi, Karen. Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to be here.
Well, I'm excited that you're here as well because we have something really, really cool to share with our viewers today. So let's tell everyone what they're going to learn. What are they learning today?
Well, we are going to learn about Wordingly Mastermind, what is it and why you need it. We are going to learn about the power of having your own book. And I'm going to teach you a little bit about Goodreads, which is the social network for people who love reading books. And as an author, the tips and tricks you need to get the most out of the system.
So, probably the first question that our viewers are going to have is, who is this for?
Wordingly was made specifically for aspiring writers and independent authors. Most people need help along the way to become a published author and to market their book to the point where they feel it was worthwhile to get it out there. Now, most people say, one day I'm going to write a book. Wordingly is designed to make that day today. If you have a book inside of you, Wordingly is going to help you bring that book to life.
So you're telling them, don't wait, do it now, right?
Exactly, Karen.
So let's just get down to brass tacks. What is Wordingly? What is the Wordingly Mastermind all about?
Wordingly is all about writing, publishing, and launching your book. Doing it yourself can be a full-time job. We at Wordingly are committed to giving you the best and most up-to-date information from the publishing world. Whether you are writing, publishing, or marketing, this is your all-inclusive community where you will find all the latest tips and tricks to hack the process and take the book world by storm.
So let's talk a little bit about what the features are in the Wordingly Mastermind.
Absolutely. So where I'm going to start is the member forum. The member forum is specifically for authors who are members. It is a safe environment of like-minded writers, and you can ask questions, even if you think they're dumb questions. Other people are thinking the same thing. You can test out new material. There's a new author bio or your back cover copy. It is a great place to make mistakes and test drive your book before it goes out into the real world. Now, hand in hand with the member forum is also the social media support. And that is basically growing a community, building your blog viewers, building your Twitter followers, building your Facebook. Basically, it is a way for the author community to come together and help launch and support each other's books. Now, once your book is out there, you will be eligible for our monthly video book reviews, which I am so looking forward to doing. You are going to have a panel of people who have read your book, and we are going to live review your book with the author present on the hot seat. So it'll either be the best moment of your life or the most nervous, mind-wracking, or both. You never know.
I know what you mean.
And I'm so glad to see you've got the ebooks up already. This is what the internal training library looks like. So every month we're adding new content, ebooks, infographics. Karen, if you can go to the next slide. We've got courses. There's going to be a new course coming up in about 3 weeks. I'm very excited for it. It is a nonfiction writing course. We have checklists so that you can make sure that you do every single thing you need to do to get your book out there.
So that's very exciting. There's a lot of stuff that we have in the back end, right? A lot of stuff. But I want to make sure that people stay with us right now and stick to the end because we promise it's going to be worth it. Because when people join us today, we have some special bonuses. Can we tell our viewers what they are?
Absolutely. We've got 2 special bonus videos that we're going to be doing. We have lead generation, keeping in touch with your readers. And we have another video on how to grow your money tree, which is a fancy way to say how to monetize your book to make money from it.
But wait, there's more, right?
Absolutely. We've got the Goodreads Maximum Impact mini course that I'm going to give you right here today.
So let's talk a little bit about you, because, you know, there are a lot of people out there that are publishing books, that are writing books. So let's find out. And I want to let our viewers know why you. Why should they join the Wordingly Mastermind? Because Jacqueline Kyle is involved in it. So let's talk a little bit about you and how you got interested in writing and publishing.
First, I got to share the exciting news, which I have a book called Ebenezer Scrooge Ghost Hunter. It is going to be out in a couple of weeks here. Very exciting. I already have a couple of reviews coming in, and let me share with you that no matter how many books you've written and how many reviews you've gotten, every time you get a 5-star review and people are gushing about your book and saying all the things that you wanted them to get from your book, it's just this amazing, amazing feeling that I wish all of you would have. Now, as far as where I started, you know, whenever things would start to go wrong in my career, whenever I was like having a fight with a boss or just tired of being a financial advisor, I would be I'd find myself sitting in a Starbucks, typing away at my computer. And one day I realized all the paycheck, it doesn't matter. I wanted to write. Writing made me happy. So I threw it all in and became a full-time writer. And then immediately fell for like this ginormous scam that was like, hey, you know, write a book and it doesn't matter if you market it or not. And, you know, just pay us all this money and get your books out there. And I hook, line, and sinker went for it. And so, you know, I went into debt for it. It was crazy. But from there, I learned how to find people who are trustworthy within the marketing and publishing world. I found how to do these skills myself when it came to designing an ebook, designing a publishing book. I did research on every single marketing thing that I did for the next 3 years straight. And it became this whole failing forward kind of thing where I started at the very, very bottom and figured out how to do these things in the best possible way where it's the most bang for your buck and the most return for your energy. And so it didn't seem fair to save all of that for myself, which is where Wordingly comes in, where you have this incredible database of all of this information that you could possibly want when you're writing, editing, publishing, or marketing. So it becomes this very exciting place to be.
You really took your experiences, failing your way to success, so to speak, and you took those experiences and created something that I have to believe you wish you had when you first started.
Oh, yes. I wish that something like this existed back 3 years ago.
So we were teasing people about the Goodreads and some great ways to use Goodreads for maximum impact. So let's just jump right in there as to one of our gifts that we're going to give to people right now. How do we best utilize Goodreads when you're going to launch a book?
Okay, so like I mentioned earlier, Goodreads is all about sharing books in a social network place. So you can see how your friends like their books and what they rated them, and you can recommend books to other people. What it is great for is if you have a book on pre-order, websites like Amazon won't allow early reviewers to post their reviews. They say, well, nobody has bought the book yet, so you can't post reviews yet. Goodreads is a great place to collect all of those early reviews and build a buzz, and build that buzz with people who are actively reading. Now, one of the great ways to build your Goodreads following is to host a giveaway. And the giveaways get tons of page views, and people enter to get your book. It's a signed copy. You can give away as many copies as you want. And you can basically, when they have entered your giveaway, they have the ability to put your book on their to-read list, which is like their to-do list, and it broadcasts out to all of their friends as well, that they put such and such book on their to-do list. Now, once they're on your to-do list, by the way, this is tip number 3 here, you have the option to interact with your readers. You can see who has shelved your book on their bookshelf and want to read it, and you can message them. Now, I don't recommend at all spamming these people, but you can look at their profile and see what they're interested in and start a conversation. Ask them to follow you. Ask them to join your email list if they want to see all of the latest, greatest stuff coming out in preparation for the book that you're putting out. It is a great way to start a conversation. Recently, my Ebenezer Scrooge book right now is in pre-order, and I had a man who had put it on his shelf to read, and I read his profile, and it was an amazing amount of books that he read. He was a disabled man, and basically he just sits in his house and reads all day, and I was like, this guy's cool. So we started talking back and forth. I sent him a copy of my book, and he was the very first reviewer to come back, gave it a 5-star. I'm totally in love with the guy. So interact with your readers. It's a great way to gain fans and begin a conversation.
And it's a free site. It's a free site, so you don't have to pay for this.
Right. It's a free site, and you just have to message them and say that you're an author, and it will assign you an author account. It does take a couple of days, though. So if you are energized with this and want to get going, sign up for your author account now, and it'll be a couple of days before they say, oh, yes, you are the author.
So I'm assuming that they go to www.goodreads.com.
Yes, ma'am.
So for those of you who are not there yet, that's what you want to do right now. As soon as you get off of this launch party, go join Goodreads and take advantage of these tips on how to get more visibility for your books. So, let's fast forward for a few minutes and imagine that you have published your book because you joined Wordingly. What's that going to look like? What is that going to feel like if you have published your book just because you joined Wordingly and you got all the tips and tricks you needed to do?
When you publish a book, and it really depends on why you published, but if, let's say that you are a nonfiction writer, you're writing because you have a book or a specific expertise. When you walk into a room, you now have that visibility and credibility as a published author in your field. And there is a certain amount of expertise that's attached to that because you wrote a book. So if I wrote a book on plumbing, I'd be walking in the room saying, I wrote the book on plumbing, and people would be like, she's the expert. So there is a lot of visibility and credibility that comes with having a book. Now, if you wrote because you have a passion or a story to tell, then that really leaves a legacy. So when your book comes out, you can hand it to people and say, this is my story, this is my family's story, this is going to be here for a lifetime, and my family will always have this. For me, when I wrote Scrooge, it was because I heard a calling and a passion, and it was just so much fun to do. And to just have it out there as a project was like this amazing thing for me. And then you have the people who want to be the famous author. And I do have to say, if you want people to recognize you, you might want to go more towards movie star status than author status. I could probably recognize 2 authors on the street, whereas I could recognize a lot more movie stars. But whatever, if you want to be famous writing a book, you are going to have to market the heck out of it. And that could be your stepping stone to the fame that you're looking for. The last thing that people are looking for is money. And you can make a decent living with a book, but you can't, well, I'm not going to say you can't, but it is very, very rare to be filthy rich from writing a book. There's very, very few examples out there where an indie author, builds a following, and it usually requires a lot of marketing and a lot of really, really good writing and some synergy that just sort of happens. So my disclaimer here is that Wordingly does not guarantee you are going to be filthy rich. Okay, disclaimer done.
So let's talk about a case study. Let's talk about one of your past clients who actually is a current client as well, and her name is Jennifer Grant. Let's talk a little bit about her and what has happened since she wrote her first book.
Jen wrote this amazing book that really was touching because it was so honest and it sticks with you. And because she wrote this book, she was able, as an author and having that credibility, to get TV interviews. She was able to get speaking gigs. She sold books. She had book signings. She got new clients to coach. She's a yoga instructor. Her classes are filling up. And now she is in the process of publishing her second book.
How exciting is that?
Now, Karen, how can someone who is on the launch party today join Wordingly and become a success story too?
Well, I'm so glad that you asked, because I'm sure there's so many, we've talked about so many things. Let's just kind of, go over all of this, because I'm sure you would expect to pay a lot of money to be in a mastermind of this kind, to get all of these resources and continued updates. As you said, every month, new courses, new ebooks, new checklists, new infographics. Those resources come in every single month. This is not a static site. This is a dynamic site, which means there's going to be lots and lots of content, and you would expect to pay a lot of money. Well, you know what? It's $47 a month, and you get all of these benefits: to be in a community, to be in a forum, to get your video tutorials and publishing and marketing services and social media support and the monthly video book reviews. This is all part of the Wordingly Mastermind. And we're going to sweeten that even more, because we're going to let people come in and try Wordingly Mastermind for $1 for 2 weeks. $1 for 2 weeks, and then you roll into a $47 a month. That's just unheard of in today's economy. Wouldn't you agree? And go in and try it. Just try it out. See the resources. Use the resources. Become the resources. In addition to that, we are going to give you 2 videos as bonuses. Bonus number 1 is a lead generation video. It's keeping in touch with your readers, how to use your book as a lead generator. And bonus number 2 is how to monetize your book. We just told you you're not going to get rich, but that doesn't mean you can't use your book to and use it as a money maker by getting speaking engagements and things like that. So that's the second bonus that we're going to put in.
So additionally, Karen, we have partnered with Spark It Network. Tell people what they'll get with that.
Now, when you join the Wordingly Mastermind, you're also going to become a member of the Spark It Network. Now, why is this cool? Well, the Spark It Network has a visibility time. It's a collaborative blogging site, and people, when they come onto the site, we have an average sticking time on our site of between 30 and 50 minutes. That's a very long time for people to stay on the site. So it really ups your visibility. You'll have the option to put blog posts, to put videos, to put podcasts, to put all of your content in a place where you are leveraging the community to bring you even more visibility. How cool is that?
Absolutely. That is amazing, Karen.
So we really do believe that this is going to be a good investment of your time and money. You're going to become a member of the Wordingly Mastermind with all of the benefits. You're going to become a member of Spark It Network and be able to post all of your content and get more visibility with the collaboration of this network, all for $47 a month. But because you sign up today, we're going to give you 2 weeks for $1. I mean, really, this is an absolute no-brainer, don't you think, Jacqueline?
I hope that you think that as well. And I am really excited for you to take advantage of the 2 weeks for $1. I am excited to hear about your projects on the forum and to see you on the inside.
Absolutely. So the way you're going to join us right now, right below this video, there is an orange button that says Join Wordingly Mastermind. Just do it. What are you waiting for? Click the button below and we will see you on the inside. Goodbye, everyone.